Hi, Stamper fans. Welcome to Monday night, right? Thanks so much for joining me. Whether you're watching on Facebook or if you're catching the replay on YouTube, I'm so happy you're here. I'm Nan, and I help people slow down, get creative, and stay connected, whether that's crafting together or sending a handmade card that means something. So grab a beverage and get ready to see about some of the products that I use. So first I want to ask you, have you seen our new product of the month promotions? It started back in December, I believe, of 2025. And they come out with a new product each month, and it's just $5 with a $75 order. So it could be stamp sets, it could be dies, it could be packs of paper, all sorts of things that they have thrown out there. I've loved them all. And when they're out, they're out. So basically, if it's a really hot commodity, it might sell out early in the month. But if it's, if they've got enough to last, for instance, last month's, what was last month's? May. You guys, this year is like, whew. But May's is still available. So you can kind of pick between what I'm going to show you tonight, or maybe there's a really great pack of vellum paper that's really pretty. So yes, but the products of the month are $5 with a $75 order. So this month, let me flip the camera down here. It is the Wild Bunch stamp set. And excuse me, but you had me at adorable cow. Are you kidding me right now? Seriously, he is so adorable. Absolutely love him. So I've got a few samples to show you, each using this stamp set and kind of different levels. So whether you're just starting out or if you've got a craft room full of stuff like I do, this stamp set totally works for you. First, I want to point out you've got your four cute critters. And if you've been following me a minute, you know we love a cute critter around here. So, but the other thing is you've got sentiments for every occasion. You've got your birthday, your thank you, just a friend, sending love, just a little note. So whether you need to send a sympathy card, a birthday card, a thank you card, whatever it is, pretty much this stamp set would have you covered. You've also got some little additions, such as the little vine here, which would go great with our little koala. Birthday hats, or party hats, I should say, and little wrapped gift, as well as this checkerboard, which I'll show you in a moment. So a very, very versatile stamp set for sure. Okay, a little bit of dry throat. So first, let's go with an easy card and an envelope. So here we go. We've got our little snail friend. We've got our little checkerboard pattern. This is just thick white cardstock. Our medium white envelopes, a Flirty Flamingo ink pad, and I added blender pens to color that in. If you're not familiar with our blender pens, they are a clear marker. It's like a glycerin marker, I believe. So there's no color when you go, but you can pick up color from an ink pad or from an ink refill or from watercolor pencils. You can also blend with those. So there's a lot of great things you can do. So you don't need an entire rainbow of markers. If you have your blender pens, you can blend in a lot of different colors depending on the other inks and things you have, right? So here you can see I have just stamped that checkerboard along the bottom. It was super easy to line up. I didn't even fuss about it because it's a squiggly scribbled pattern. So it's not meant to look perfect, right? And it certainly doesn't. I mean, I just boom, 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 stamped those across really quick. Same with this one. Then I stamped our little friend. I colored in his shell with that blender pen and stamped a greeting, and boom, I'm done. So literally, if you are just starting out and you're like, okay, I want to do my own stuff. I don't just want to do kits, but gosh, like, I don't know where to start. This is a great place to start. Just some, plain white cardstock, envelopes, a great stamp set, and an ink pad or two, and you're good to go. All right. So next we have a layout that I often use. It's one of my favorites. 3 punched circles, and 3 punched circles can be arranged so many different ways. You can line them up exactly, either vertically or horizontally. You can scatter them, all sorts of things. But here is what I came up with for our koala friends. So this one, I kept in the neutral color family. Excuse me. I decided I didn't want to color these guys. I wanted to give you a very easy rendition that you wouldn't have to color. So if you're not a fan of coloring, or if you want something that's quicker, this is super quick. One ink pad, the early espresso, and I grabbed, like I said, the neutral color family. So this is smoky slate, and this is crumb cake. And then I also added basic beige because it is a fabulous neutral as well. That's a good alternative to basic white. So if white is a little stark, or if you're going for something like this, basic beige is the way to go. So with that one ink pad and just an assorted pack of neutral cardstock, you can get all of these little circles, plus your basic beige. Plus I've got the party hats and pecan and meadow, mossy meadow, and misty moonlight, which also came out of that same pack. I did add a fun peek of this metallic paper, the Delicate Designs, I think it's called. So I thought it would kind of like eucalyptus-y, right? Like that's what koalas hang out by. Did pop this up on dimensionals, and I added the misty moonlight background, which of course, same pack of paper. So you can get a lot of mileage out of a pack of assorted paper, right? Super, super fun. And again, one ink pad, but look at that. It's so much more stepped up than that first one, right? So it's not that hard to get something pretty fabulous. All right, quick drink. Lastly, I had to pull out my Stampin' Blends to color that adorable cow, right? Had to. And I thought, well, I want him on like some green grass, so we're gonna go Granny Apple Green. And I wanted to keep this in the Brights color family. So again, you could order a pack of assorted Brights colors and then maybe a pack of white, and you'd be ready to go. And here is what we came up with for our adorable cow. I absolutely love him. So let me tell you how I came up with these colors, because I started with the Granny Apple Green, and then I thought, well, I want to keep it the Brights family. So what's a good color to color that cow? And I came up with Pumpkin Pie. And then I grabbed my color coach and I did the analogous window, and I put Pumpkin Pie over here. We've got Granny Apple Green over here. So anything in this window is going to go well. And I landed on that lemon lolly right in the middle. So this is a fabulous tool. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But yes, so I just the Pumpkin Pie, light and dark, gave it some good shading, super cute. Again, just a basic black ink pad. And I did add our Forever Plaid embossing folder because I felt like this is a Highland cow, right? So I wanted to add that kind of note of tartan plaid. And then the Everyday Arches made my little window here. And then the little window trim in the lemon lolly. Super, super fun. Again, popped that up on some dimensionals. So this one is for somebody that has a die cut and emboss machine, right? Has a few more supplies maybe, has a little bit more experience, but still, all in all, not an terribly tough card to make. You just have to have the know-how to use those tools, right? And if you don't, that's what I'm here for. So I did want to make a mention that the Everyday Arches dies are on back order, but they're supposed to be in next week. So not too long of a wait for that one. And now let's talk a little bit about the color wheel. I don't know what's wrong with me here tonight. Okay, so I talked to you about the analogous here. And the cool thing is all of this is explained on the back of the color wheel as well. So you've got all of our Stampin' Up! Colors on here, plus they've given you the big kind of, you know, the overarching oranges and yellow orange and yellow. So you know basically how this works. So the analogous is kind of across probably 3 colors, and any of those will go well together. Then you also have the monochromatic. The monochromatic usually sits in just one color. So the blues here, or, you know, if you want to go the red oranges into the orange. Any of these are going to look great together. They're side by side on the color wheel, right? You also have the complementary windows. They sit right across from each other. So purples and greens look great together. Pinks and like a blue-green, perfect. Yellows and purples, great. So that is a great way to pick if you just want two colors and maybe white. Complementary is a great way to go. If you're looking for another way to put three colors together that aren't right side by side, the triadic windows are perfect as well. Again, it's like a triangle. So let's say you want balmy blue, that's going to go great with daffodil delight and real red or cherry cobbler, right? Anything in these windows, you pick three of them, you pick one from each window, and they're going to go great together as well. All right. And of course, our neutrals, which are listed here on the back, will go with everything. So that is a fabulous tool. And if you don't have it yet, I highly recommend it, because I'll tell you, I reach for it very often when I'm like, all right, I know one color, what else? All right, well, let me get these all out here again. We'll talk a little bit about this here. So I have listed the supply list for each of these card projects in the video description. So if you're drawn to one of them, let's say you want to just recreate those koalas, you can click on that link and it will show you all of the supplies I used. And coincidentally, all of the supplies meet the $75 threshold. So if you want to make any of these cards and then have more supplies left over, you'll have enough with those to get the stamp set for just $5 more, which is a fabulous deal. This is a 14 stamp set. That's awesome. So if you go ahead and click any of them, you can add the items to your cart right from there. And then you can add more while you're browsing on my site, right? So yes, if you have any questions, of course, reach out to me at stampernan@gmail.com, or you can private message me. You can leave a comment, whatever you want. I always read all the comments and I always respond. So let's see. The other thing is I will put more details and the links in Tuesday's email. If you have not subscribed to my free emails yet, they come out every Tuesday evening, and you can subscribe at stampernan.com. All right. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. Again, I'll put more details in tomorrow's email, and I'll see you again soon. Happy stamping.